some. Should we be doing news too?
I didn't really see any this week.
I'm talking about like writing news,
Oh, writing news.
or maybe make posts of the rankings.
Yeah, we could probably do more stuff still. I mean, everything helps.
Guardians of the Galaxy Blizzard.
All right, I'm gonna start. All right, welcome to episode 8 of A View from the Drive-Thru podcast. My name is Cole, and we had a suggestion from one of our loyal listeners to let my co-host introduce himself, so you have a better idea of whose voice is whose. So, one of you guys want to go?
I am Jason.
That is Jason, and my name is Tony.
Okay.
So,
The
That's
other
it.
person who's usually here is Andrew, but he has left us for the night. Abandoned
Yes.
us.
Yes.
abandoned.
So, on tonight's show, no real news this week in the fast food biz, so nothing to really get to there, but we do have a number of debuting items we're going to hit. Then we have our reviews, and we're going to try something different at the end of the podcast. Since Andrew isn't here, it sets up better to try something different, and we're going to run out of ranking topics eventually, so we're kind of trying to save some. So we are going to test out having a fast food debate. I'm going to moderate. Jason and Tony are going to debate, because that's what they do best, debate each other. And we're going to see how that goes. It might be interesting, and it might be a disaster, but it's only one way to find out.
Yep.
All right. So tonight, we're going to kick it off with a drink debuting item. Cinco de Mayo is tomorrow or today or has already passed, depending on when you're listening to this. And Moe's, getting in the Cinco de Mayo and summer spirit, has created a Mo-Rita, which is a play on margarita. And it can be found in their Coca-Cola Freestyle fountain machines. And it's a mixture of limeade, lemonade, orange, and original flavors. So, I don't know, does this sound appealing to you, Jason?
I'm not a fan of the non-alcoholic part of it. Like, this isn't something I would order if I went there. Like, I would just get like a normal drink, I feel like. I guess if it's through the fountain dispenser, I might try it just because it's different. I mean, I guess it
That's
sounds
the thing now.
interesting.
It is, it's a specialty drink. How long is it going to be around? When's the next time you're going to go to Moe's? You got to try it. And if it's terrible, oh well.
Yeah, I guess I'll definitely try it. It sounds good looking at it.
Yeah.
Some more.
I don't see
Lemon,
what
lime,
could go
orange,
wrong with
and originality. Like,
original
what else can you
flavors.
ask for?
Yeah. Although I will say, just in general, I have a bit of a problem with the Coca-Cola Freestyle drink dispensers because of how long it takes to get the drink.
I think
It's
that's
not,
a small price to pay for variety.
Well, it's definitely a price, and whether or not it's a fair
It's like 5
price.
seconds. Come on, man.
No, it takes a while for people to go through. It's like if you just want normal straight up Coca-Cola, you got to select,
I
Coke
guess if you're like
drinks, Coke,
an 80-year-old
no
woman
flavor.
with bad eyesight. Otherwise,
Yeah,
it's just
well-
boom, boom, boom. Okay, I got my drink.
The thing with a regular fountain is you can have 2 or 3 people filling up drinks at the same time. This limits it to one person who has to make selections and decisions, and people are bad at making decisions.
But there's usually 2 of these at each restaurant. I've never seen like a Five Guys. There's always 2 of them.
Yeah.
The Five Guys I go to only has one, and same with the
Go to a better
same with
Five Guys.
the California tortilla that I go to only has one.
Like this is how else would you get your cherry Sprite if you're not
I have no
using
idea.
this machine
No,
or
it's
going to
important.
Denny's?
I love these things. I love these things for the variety. My only complaint, and it's a complaint that has come with time, is how long it takes for you to get your drink.
I love them because they're the only place where you can get cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper. And even that's rare because not all of them have Dr. Pepper in them. So,
That's a
You
good
can
point.
mix. You can have 2 flavors.
it,
Well,
it,
cherry
let,
cherry
vanilla.
vanilla.
it lets you do the cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper. At least the Qdoba one. So, RIP, the Qdoba near me, I used to love to get the cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper. Yeah, it would let you do that. Because
Because isn't
what
it
it's on.
cherry vanilla and cherry vanilla?
yeah, they used to
Usually.
have. They used to have like that was a flavor you could get like in cans or bottles,
Right.
was a cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper, and they discontinued it. But with these machines, they still let you do it. There's still an option. So
All right. Not a fan of vanilla sodas.
I'm not a fan of vanilla, but the cherry vanilla does work for Dr. Pepper.
Never
I
tried that.
tried the cherry vanilla Pepsi, and it was so bad. I couldn't finish a can. Like it was just disgusting. I hated it.
When vanilla Coke came out, I tried that. It was like trying to drink medicine. It was terrible.
Yeah, no,
Oh
I don't
man,
know what
I
it
love
was,
it.
but Dr. Pepper just nailed the ratio.
Vanilla Coke is top notch. I don't know what you're talking about.
Once again, you're wrong.
Wow. Previewing our debate soon to come later. Um, all right. Our next item is Dairy Queen has a promotional item for the upcoming new Guardians of the Galaxy movie. It is the Guardians of the Galaxy Blizzard. It has brownie pieces, cookie pieces, caramel, chocolate chunks, and vanilla soft serve, and it is at participating Dairy Queen locations. Tony, any thoughts on this one?
It's a Blizzard.
Yeah.
I mean, in a in a Guardians of the Galaxy Cup, like
Yeah, like, how do
whatever.
they not have this Blizzard already? It's just like brownie bits in the Blizzard.
Yeah, brownies and
It's
cookies and vanilla
essentially
ice
like
cream. Like
yeah,
it's pretty basic stuff.
they're not innovating, and it's a ploy. I mean, what else does Dairy Queen have? I guess that they gotta get it where they can. So I guess good for them. But like, I don't, I'm not a huge fan of this.
Um, I never saw Guardians of the Galaxy. Surprise, surprise! I didn't see a movie. Did either of you see the first one?
It was on at the gym today when I went for a run.
Okay, so that counts. Jason, how about
Yeah.
you?
I saw it.
I heard people liked it.
Yeah,
Pretty good film.
it had critical raving and review. It
It was
was
very campy.
yes, correct. It was but a lot of people liked it, and I thought it was good. I like Chris Pratt, so what can I say?
It was good mix of humor and action.
Correct.
2 thumbs up.
All right,
You couldn't see, but I had my thumbs up.
he did. Can verify. Okay, moving on. We have Checkers and Rallies has a they're technically two different burgers, but they're kind of only one different burger. It's the Melty Steakzilla and the Peppercorn Steak Burger. So the Melty Steakzilla has 2 beef patties, shaved Philly steak, crispy onions, Swiss cheese, creamy peppercorn seasoned cheese sauce on a Kaiser bun. And
Oh my
the only difference between the Melty Steakzilla, which has 2 beef patties, and the Peppercorn Steak Burger is that only has 1 patty. So if you want a little bit more meat, go with the Steakzilla, or if you don't, just go with the Peppercorn Steak Burger. And the smaller version, the Peppercorn Steak Burger, goes for around $2. So this is what most of what we've been talking about: the meat on meat.
Yeah, it's the next step on meat on meat. It's making droves. It's going the distance.
The
We're gonna
fastest
see
growing
meat on meat everywhere.
the fastest
meat on
growing
meat I've
trend
tried
in
is all over the place.
2017 is meat on meat.
I love it. I love it. We need to see more meat on meat. I'm I'm excited. And Checkers is a place that I can go to, so this is something I want to get.
I'm having flashbacks of that mozzarella burger I had, where there's gonna be like one little piece of Philly steak on there. Like there's one
No.
mozzarella steak. Oh no, that was traumatizing. It's like a flashbacks.
I'm excited. You don't have to review it. I will, because this is exciting.
I guess my concern would be beef patties, Philly cheesesteak. It's kind of a similar flavor in terms of the 2 meats. Like
Yeah.
it's
But the texture is different.
yeah. I'm just saying, like, compared to like the Korean barbecue one, or the rib burger that you'll be reviewing later, or even like something more standard like the double R bar. This is much closer in terms of the 2 meats, I would say.
That's true. I will say though, I'm excited about that creamy peppercorn seasoned cheese sauce. That sounds really good.
Seeing the
a
word
big-
cheese sauce always.
Oh no, come on! I love cheese sauce. the best kind of sauce because it has cheese.
You done?
I don't know. Plus, it has Swiss cheese on it, so like you're getting cheese and cheese sauce, and I don't know.
Cheese on cheese and meat on meat, the wave of the future.
Yeah, I think exactly. This is what we're gonna see. This is what we need. This is what the people have been asking for. We're gonna continue to get it because it's innovative and it's cool and it's gonna be awesome. So that's my bold prediction.
Speaking of cheese sauce, this next item is going to feature some cheese sauce as well, and that is from Taco Bell. They have now moved on to their next form of chicken, which is naked chicken chips. These are going to debut May 11th, and they are pieces of white meat chicken that are in a triangle shaped like a chip, and then they have a deep fried shell. So they're supposed to look like a chip, but it's chicken. And then there's nacho cheese dipping sauce. And essentially it's a chicken nugget, but I don't know, Taco Bell's calling them chicken chips. And the 6-piece meal is going to set you back about $2, 12-piece $4, so there's no real value in going up from 6 to 12. And it will also be coming in a $5 box. Jason, your thoughts?
That $5 box has 6 or 12.
Yeah.
The $5 box has the 6, I believe. I can double check.
Ruins a lot of value.
Let me see.
Because if the 12 is normally $2. I mean, the 6 is normally $2. Like, that box doesn't seem that great of a deal.
No, and that's something else we mentioned earlier. The box didn't seem like that great of a deal.
But either way, regardless of that, I am super excited for these because there's one thing Taco Bell's always had, at least recently, is delicious crispy chicken.
Oh my God, you complete and total hypocrite.
What are you talking about?
You wouldn't give Taco Bell credit for having chicken on the chicken episode.
No. It's because they're not a chicken restaurant. They don't serve just chicken.
We're back at it again with another chicken dish. They serve chicken. They deserve to be on that list. Taco Bell.
Okay, maybe now with this on the menu, I put them in the chicken rankings. But without it, no way, Jose.
I mean, these are chicken nuggets, pretty basic.
Yeah,
it's essentially their version of chicken nuggets.
But if it's just like the same chicken they had on things like the Chick Star, their crispy chicken quesadilla, their naked chicken chalupa, these would be delicious.
Absolutely. My biggest concern is from memory, the chicken that we've gotten from Taco Bell has been relatively greasy, and these are a finger food. They don't come with a protective, cardboard sleeve. You're gonna have to eat these with your fingers. So
grease up.
We could see some grease issues in the future, but that's not going to slow me down.
Your hands.
And before we finish up on Taco Bell, I just want to say we're not normally a rumor site over here, but there are rumors that with these chicken naked chicken chips coming, that the Chick Star may be coming back as well. And as we may have mentioned on this show before, we all find the Chick Star to be one of the most elite fast food items there is. So just don't get your hopes up because nothing's been confirmed, but there is some speculation out there that the Chick Star may be back.
If the Chick Star's back, I might be recording this next episode from within a Taco Bell. I'm over there.
Yeah.
Oh, what a time that would be. Okay.
It's exciting.
And finally, our final debuting item is actually 3 debuting items that will also lead us right into the review segment, and that is McDonald's. They have their new signature crafted recipe sandwiches, 3 different options, and there are 3 different protein options for each sandwich. You can get it with buttermilk crispy chicken, grilled chicken, or a 1/4 pound beef patty. And you can get this sandwich on either a sesame seed bun or an artisan bun. It's going to be around $5 depending on your location. Jason, yours was $4.99. your sandwich?
The sandwich, yeah, it was $4.99 for the sandwich, $6.99 for the combo with a medium
Mine,
fries and a large drink.
yeah. See, at mine it was $5.29 for the sandwich, $7.29 for the medium combo. So,
Did your medium combo come with a large drink?
I don't think so.
I was pretty stunned when they had that. They're like, "Did you have the large Coke?" I was like, "I don't think so," but my receipt said large Coke, free, no upcharge.
Wow, how about this? I'm watching TV right now, and literally as we're talking about this, I see a McDonald's commercial for these new sandwiches. That is pretty crazy stuff.
They're watching you.
Yeah,
That's the only answer.
that's some direct marketing right there if I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first of these burger options is the Pico Guacamole Burger. Andrew, who is not on the podcast tonight, will maybe, probably, you never know with Andrew, trying this burger at some point and writing a review for the website. But I'll just tell you, it has obviously guacamole and pico de gallo on it. It has leaf lettuce, buttermilk ranch sauce, and a lime wedge on the side that I guess you could squeeze over top of it. I've never personally been a huge fan of when I've had like this kind of burger. I don't know why. I just don't really like the guac and the pico flavors with like a
I do
beef
not
patty.
trust McDonald's guacamole.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
we'll have to see how that goes. I'm more interested in the buttermilk ranch sauce because that doesn't really sound like something you would have with like pico and guac.
Right. That's kind of throwing me
Just
off a
me,
little bit.
or does buttermilk ranch not sound like a good combo?
Yeah,
Buttermilk ranch is a standard ranch style.
it is. But
With like real buttermilk in it?
I don't know. When you
Probably.
go to the store and buy buttermilk ranch, when you buy ranch
I'm not-
dressing,
I'm
it's
not a
buttermilk
ranch-
ranch dressing.
I'm not a
Butter-
ranch connoisseur. I buy
Buttermilk's-
ranch
Either.
dressing, it just says ranch.
I feel like buttermilk stuff the buttermilk flavor tastes better when it's not alone.
Right.
When it's added with other ingredients, then they can make things better. But as I've said before, do not
Having
drink
flashbacks
just
of
plain
drinking in a
buttermilk.
glass. Yeah, I've had flashbacks of drinking a glass of buttermilk at a restaurant and wanting
It's
to
not
shoot myself
good.
in the face.
No, buttermilk is not good.
Okay, so I'm confused about the buttermilk on a guacamole sandwich. That doesn't make sense to me. Or the ranch on a guacamole sandwich. But the lime wedge on the side. Who are you trying to fool? Like, who's squeezing that over their burger? I mean,
They're trying to go for the fancy restaurant look.
Yeah.
I
You get your
guess.
meal, you have like your lemon wedge. It's like in that cloth thing. You squeeze it over your burger, so no seeds come out. It's very fancy. It's very posh.
Yeah. I'm not buying it.
Or when like you go to like a nicer Mexican place or like just a place that has like Mexican food and you get like some taco and they bring it out and there's like lime wedge on the side you can squeeze over top of it.
Sure, absolutely. Lime is great on guacamole too. It's a great
Yeah.
flavor to add, but
At McDonald's,
at McDonald's number one, and then again back to the ranch, lime and ranch.
They don't have limes for anything else on their menu. They're gonna have limes just for this.
Maybe they're gonna start serving Corona soon. Maybe we'll see some beer at McDonald's. They're just stocking up on limes now.
Do a Fast 9 promo.
yeah, that's kind of I guess one of the problems McDonald's has right now is they're trying to do more upscale stuff, but like they're not really being taken seriously when they try it.
Yeah.
Like people still just think of them as McDonald's, like the cheap fast food place that's everywhere.
Well, because here's the other thing is I was talking to a couple of guys at work, and one of them said that he recently went to Taco Bell, and I asked him what he got, and he said he got a Big Mac. People go to Taco Bell, they get what they know, and I'm sorry, McDonald's, they get what they know.
It's very
that would be
confusing.
weird. And so I wonder if you're gonna. I think what you're saying is right. They're not being taken seriously. They're still McDonald's. They're still the place you go to get your cheap burgers and your cheap your cheap food. It's obviously they need to try. Obviously they need to continue to upscale because otherwise they won't keep up. But what they don't need to be doing is the other part of this article, which is the fork. I don't know if
gimmick.
I don't know.
It's not a real utensil to me.
Yeah, no,
I
it's just
understand
a
it's not
publicity
utensil.
thing.
But adding a gimmick to your sandwich doesn't make you any more upscale.
It's a publicity stunt. Like, I saw articles about it.
Yeah.
Like, it'll get people in the store. Like, they're giving it out. I'm going to try getting one on Friday. I'm going to buy the sandwich, try getting my fork, because I have a participating McDonald's right next to me. That gets people in the restaurant. It's like the straw.
All right, I guess that's fair. Whatever. I think it's dumb.
Wait, when I'm using my fork and you don't have one, I'm so jealous.
That's so dumb.
We have some breaking news on the pod. This is a first for us. But
Live updates.
but Andrew has just sent a message to the group chat saying that, quote, "This burger sucked. Really just a terrible, terrible burger. Whoever McDonald's hired to make guac needs to be fired."
Wow, that was our
Which is
exact
just what I
concern.
said, where I don't trust McDonald's guacamole.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, he'll have a full review up on the website, and he can review it, in person next week. But that is just the breaking news from Andrew.
Right off the presses. You're the first people to hear this.
Yeah, the Pico guacamole burger, quote, sucked. Okay.
All right.
The next burger from McDonald's is the sweet barbecue bacon burger. This comes with grilled onions, thick-cut applewood smoked bacon, white cheddar, barbecue sauce, and crispy onions. Now, Jason has a review for this up on the website, and he's not... you have something else you're going to do your regular review on, but if you just want to do like a quick little summary,
Yeah.
people can read the website.
Yeah, a quick summary was great sandwich. Highly recommend it. Like, with McDonald's, their whole thing is they're trying to become artisanal, and like this was a good sandwich. Like if I go to McDonald's again, I definitely order this over like a quarter pounder or the Big Mac. It's just they need to get that in other people's minds.
The white cheddar is interesting. Could you taste that flavor at all?
Not really. It was mostly the sauce and the bacon.
Yeah.
But the sauce
Yeah.
was really good. It was a different, sweeter sauce. It was even sweeter than a McRib sauce. Did you know what that tastes like?
I don't. I never had a McRib.
The thing is, so with these three burgers, McDonald's kind of gave one that was a pretty traditional fast food or just any type of like burger place burger, and then two that were a little more exotic. And I think they might have something with the sweet barbecue bacon burger because that's not that crazy of an item, It's kind of something you see even in other fast food places. They have, barbecue bacon burgers. And it's something that people know, and it's fairly reliable. So I feel like that could be a success. The guac burger, probably not. And this next burger that I'm going to do for my review, it's a maybe. But I appreciate that they took chances on a couple of these burgers. I just don't know if... Like sometimes there's a reason certain combos haven't been tried or successful,
Right. So, the last burger being...
The last burger is the Maple Bacon Dijon burger.
And it has grilled onions, thick-cut applewood smoked bacon, sweet maple seasoning, leaf lettuce, and a creamy Dijon sauce.
Yeah, and so I got this with grilled chicken and on an artisan bun. Okay, so I also have a review up to this on the website, thedrivethrureview.com, as does Jason for his sweet barbecue burger. You can read these there and see some pictures. But like I said on my review on the website, this burger, if you like this burger or not, basically comes down to do you like Dijon or not, because that's the most powerful flavor. And if you don't like Dijon flavored stuff, you're just not going to like this. Like it's a pretty pretty strong Dijon flavor.
The maple didn't do much.
The maple was there. You could taste the sweetness a bit. The bacon was really good. I really like this. It was like perfectly cooked bacon. Big ups to McDonald's there. The leaf lettuce and the cheese, I just didn't notice at all. And I don't think there was any grilled onions on my burger. I can go back and look at my picture, but I don't remember tasting them, and I just don't think they were there. I didn't notice any. But I don't know. This was an okay sandwich, but it's probably not something I would order again just because that Dijon flavor is pretty strong, and while it's a flavor that I don't mind, it's not a flavor that I love, you know. And you got to be a pretty big Dijon fan to, I think, make this a McDonald's staple for you.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, Dijon isn't a flavor that I'm like huge into, so I don't. Hearing your review, I'm not entirely sure I would get that, but I was excited about the maple. That's the thing.
Yeah, the maple was the most intriguing part, but it was way overpowered by the Dijon flavor.
Ah, man, that's
Like I would have preferred it the other way around, you know, where it was like kind of like a sweet. You got kind of like a sweet taste with some subtle Dijon notes in the background, but it's, you know, I mean, you just open it up and you can smell the Dijon flavor. So
wow.
that's that's my review there. Any other final thoughts on these trio of McDonald's burgers?
Nothing exactly, but just a comment on McDonald's in general. I think they need to find a good mix between value and their upscale burgers. Like, they should have something like the McPick 2 for $3 and this at the same time. They shouldn't like alternate them, because you're in either, when you do that, you're alienating one of your main customer bases.
Right.
Are you saying they gave up the McPick 2 for this?
I don't like, it's just not on menus anymore. Like, not for this, but they've like stopped that promotion.
I see.
Yeah, it's kind of a problem McDonald's has is they're constantly trying to they can't decide what they want to be. And they're kind of trying to be everything at once, which, I mean, I guess if any company is big enough to pull it off, it might be McDonald's, but I just don't think there's a great history of companies trying to be everything to everybody. You kind of have to have more of a narrow focus on what you want to do as a business. And for McDonald's, I think the best option is to just be like the McPick 2, like just value. And
yeah,
don't worry about trying to chase like Shake Shack or something like that, you know. But
yeah, I think that they started upping the quality of their value menu items. Like if you start doing like what they're doing with those that promotion they were doing a couple weeks ago, we talked about where they had the non-frozen beef in their patties. Like if you start trying to incorporate that kind of thing into your menu first and start building up kind of a repertoire of higher quality items while still doing the value, maybe you can make the transition to the artisanal sandwiches a little easier. But right now, I think you're right. I think they're trying to walk that line between the two of them, and they're not really doing a great job.
See, like, okay, because here's the problem is that something like the sweet barbecue bacon burger, which Jason said was good, but it's also something that you can pretty much get at, say, Five Guys for just a little bit more money, and you're probably going to like the Five Guys version better. So then basically McDonald's is like, they're trying to be like, kind of like middle upper class is what they're offering in terms of value, which is, I don't think, a great place to be, because you either want to be, you know, just low cost, you know, here's our, you know, 2 cheeseburgers for $1 type thing, and just play the value card, or you want to be the top of the prestige, where it's like, you know, you're gonna pay like $10 at Five Guys, but people do that because they love the quality of the burger. But what they don't want to do is pay like $7 for a slightly above average burger.
Right.
At least
Yeah,
that's what
right.
I think.
I agree.
Okay. All right. Moving on to our next review, and that is Jason with his Hardee's Carl Jr. baby back ribs thick burger.
Yeah, so I just want to start off saying I was very excited to try this.
As am I.
It sounded amazing to everyone here. I mean, ribs on top of a burger, how could you go wrong? When I first went to Hardee's, I saw the price. It was $6.99 for the 1/3 pound and $8.99 for a small combo, which is essentially $10 with tax. And when I got the burger, I opened it up. There might have been tears in my eyes, and it was not from joy, it was from depression when I saw this little tiny piece of rib on top of the burger. You can go to the drivethrureview.com, go to my review, you'll see a picture of it. Essentially, the ribs is just a small little portion that I would say covered less than a third of the top of the burger. It was very disappointing. Now, what I did was I decided to break off a part of this, which ended up being a significant amount, and just tasted it. And it was very dry to the point where if there wasn't sauce on it, I think it'd be inedible. These were not even like good ribs. It was terrible. Essentially, what I was eating was a burger with barbecue sauce on it because I couldn't taste the ribs because they were so little and they were so bland. There were some onions on the bottom, but they didn't really have any taste or add anything to it. There were supposed to be pickles, but I only saw one pickle chip, and I guess there was some pickle flavor in that bite. But other than that, it was just like eating a barbecue burger. I would not recommend this to anyone going to Hardee's. I would get something like the mushroom Swiss stick burger. It'd be cheaper, it'd be better, and this is disappointing because I've never had a bad burger at Hardee's until this point.
That's killing me.
bad.
That's
Like, it's
killing
such a
me.
good idea. Like, if you look at like their promotional picture, it just makes me want that burger so badly. And then I finally
You know,
got it.
it makes me wonder if you just happen to go to like a bad Hardee's and get a bad one.
Well, I've done further research because I wanted that exact same question, and on places like Reddit and other sites that do reviews, it's the same thing. Not a lot of
Wow.
ribs, and it was pretty bad. Yeah, it's
Yeah, the other review I saw had the same opinion as Jason, where they got like no rib and they just thought it didn't taste good also. So,
Wow.
which
That's
is disappointing
super
because judging by the amount of searches our website's getting, people are very interested in this burger.
yeah. I think I'm doing some good in the world by showing them that they should not waste their hard-earned money on it.
And I think that might hurt Hardee's a bit because they've been kind of trying to rebrand. I don't know if you've seen the commercials where it's like supposed to be like Carl, like, because for a long time they had the commercials where it's just basically like women in bikinis eating burgers, and
Yeah.
and I think they're trying to
Forgot about those.
they're trying to rebrand as more of a family establishment. And this is kind of their first big item after the rebrand, and it just it seems like it's kind of a dud.
It's unfortunate because this could have been a big name in the meat on meat category, and to see it fall like that is tough. It's a big hit for meat on meat. I hope the Korean barbecue burger and these upcoming burgers don't fall the same way, because I'm a meat on meat fan.
My issue is because it was meat on meat, it seemed like they jacked the price up because of the extra meat.
Yeah,
And
that's
when the extra
true.
meat doesn't add anything to the burger, you're just having a much more expensive burger.
No, you're absolutely right.
That's one thing about the Checkers. Like, I believe Cole said it was $1.99 for their meat on meat steak on burger, which is a good price point. Not like the $6.99
Yeah,
for just a
It's a
sandwich
great
on
price
meat.
point.
Yep. And like I said, this is kind of the example I mentioned in the previous segment where Hardee's, you're not getting that much value and the quality isn't as good as the top level places. So what are you really? Just kind of stuck in the middle, and that's not a place you want to be. Whereas Checkers, you know, even if the quality isn't that high, you're still getting strong value, and yet you're only paying $2, and it's kind of hard to make a bad $2 burger.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
All right. Any final thoughts on this one?
Just that I was so hyped, and then so sad.
Yep. Okay, Tony, you reviewed this isn't a new item, but the Taco Bell XXL grilled stuffed burrito.
That is correct. So, I went to Taco Bell and got something I'd never gotten before, and that was this. My first opinion pulling it out was it looked pretty good. It was big. It was hefty. It suited the XXL name, and the issue was it might have just been too big. There was pockets of food in it. So like one bite was all beans, the next bite is all rice, the bite after that's all guac. Like it was just kind of everything was so spread out and mushy, and then there wasn't enough tortilla to kind of hold it together and dry it up, and it was just kind of disappointing, and it tasted like a burrito. Like there was nothing really special about it. I'm glad it's not a promotional item because it's definitely not innovative. I think the only thing it has going for it is that it's big. And besides that, I mean, for the price, you know, it's $4.39 for one of these things. I'd rather get 2 loaded grillers. You know, those are way more satisfying and they have different flavors.
Right.
Yeah, I tried this once, and the thing that ruined it for me was the Taco Bell guacamole. I felt like it was terrible. I couldn't even finish this because anything that had a bite of guac was just inedible to me. I don't know if you had that same experience.
The guac was odd, and I think I found out why, because I'm looking at it right now on the website, and it says right here, I'll read off the list of items inside of this XXL burrito. Seasoned beef, 3-cheese blend, Latin rice, refried beans, reduced fat sour cream, guacamole, avocado ranch, and then pico de gallo. Avocado ranch. There they are again with the ranch and the guacamole. Who decided this was a good idea? I think that's what ruined it. Like, don't mess with the guac. It's a good flavor. Why you got to put ranch in there? And like the avocado ranch, that's the sauce they used for the naked chicken chalupa, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
I liked it on the naked chicken chalupa, but if you start pretending that that's avocado or that's guacamole flavor, you're running into issues, and it's because it's not, and it really ruins it. So
Good insight.
All right.
I'm a big fan.
All right. I think that's going to about do it for the review segment, which means it is time for the first ever A View from the Drive-Thru debate special. Jason versus Tony. And I'm your moderator tonight, Cole. Good evening, gentlemen. How's it going?
Doing well.
Still good.
Ready to be right?
Okay. I am going to... So the rules of this debate are I am the moderator, and I will ask a question. I will address it to one of the participants, who will then try to give, maybe 30, 45-second answer. And then I will allow a rebuttal from the opposition. And if necessary, a rebuttal to the rebuttal. But just try to keep it civilized and don't talk over each other. And all right, let's just give this a try. All right, first question. This is going to be for Tony. What, in your opinion, is the best combination of fast food for value purposes? So if you're going to a restaurant and you're getting an order, what is the best value out there?
Awesome. I'm glad you asked me. Thank you, first of all, for having me tonight. It's a real honor to be taking part in this inaugural debate. So the important thing here is you got to pick the right restaurant, and the important thing when you're looking for value is what kind of variety can you get in this value. And variety comes in flavors and different kind of textures. And so I would say go to a KFC Taco Bell combo store because you can order both things, and you should get some chicken littles, which are $1.29. You can get spicy chicken littles or the regular chicken littles, and then you can go ahead to your Taco Bell and get your soft tacos, which everyone knows are the most underrated and delicious dollar menu item, and you can get the loaded grillers for $1.59. So you got loaded grillers, which come Chipotle chicken, cheesy beef, and whatever the other one is, and then you got the chicken littles, spicy and plain. Like, that's about as good as it gets in terms of all variety and value. That's all I got.
Jason, a rebuttal? You can
start
either counter
off,
this
I'm not
argument
gonna-
or give your own.
I'm not going to brown nose you because I'm not like that. But I think I can solve this question with one word, and that word is McDouble. That is the greatest value of any fast food sandwich around. It has 400 calories, 25 grams of protein. What else does it have? I don't know because I don't have it open. I'm just doing this from memory. But you can essentially live off McDouble. It's such a balance. Like, it gives you nutrients they can have. Like, it won't be the healthiest diet, obviously, but you can live off McDoubles. Like $1.29 for 400 calories. And if you have McDonald's anyway, maybe mix up the McChicken. Like, go wild. Get a small order of fries. Each one of those is like $1. Like, I don't see how you can beat that. I understand where Tony's coming from. I think he has a good idea, but in terms of value, when I think value, I think like caloric intake. Like, how are you sustaining yourself? Like, can you sustain yourself for a day with X amount of dollars? And definitely McDoubles is the best way to do that. Maybe add a McChicken for variety, but other than that, like, it has to be McDouble.
I feel obligated to give you a little bit of credit on that because I did for a long time survive off of McDoubles and McChickens. That was a staple of my diet for a long time. But I gotta say, when it comes to value for me, I think variety might be more important. What kind of variety can I get for my value? And at McDonald's, you have two things. You have the burger and the chicken sandwich, whereas the Taco Bell, KFC, you have so much more. So that's that's all. That's my point.
I think the issue is the term value and how we have different definitions for that. Like, you say value,
Right.
like the best eating experience. I think value as like the most bang for your buck in terms of, if I have $5 in my pocket, where can I get the most food?
I see. No, yeah, that's what.
Those are both very fair points. All right. Our next question is something we've touched on a bit throughout this podcast and through previous podcasts. But, Jason, what are your thoughts on the shift in the fast food industry from more value items to more prestige items? As for example, as we've talked about earlier with McDonald's and these new signature recipe sandwiches.
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, but I'm going to reiterate what I said, where I think having a good balance between the two will be the best scenario. Like, have like the value menus, like Wendy's, they have their 4 for $4. They always have that. It's always a great value. But they also have their things like the Baconator and the Dave's Double Bowl, which are their premium sandwiches. I think having a good value where if I'm a college student or if I'm like have my full-time job and a career, I can go to the same restaurant and order at the same place. Get different types of food. Like, even if I'm not a college student, I just want like a cheap meal. I have some cash I found under my couch. I want to buy a burger. I can go to Wendy's and get their what's their burger called? Like, I don't know. I can buy their value burger, and that'll be fine. Or if I want to be a big spender, I can go get their like Dave's Triple and pig out. Like, I think having a good balance between the two. I don't think a restaurant could survive with one or the other. They need the value menu items to bring people in, but they don't make the most money, so they need the bigger, like more valuable burgers to make money. Because I know like McDoubles are a great value, but in terms of their margins for the restaurant, it's very poor. So
Right.
like they can't survive just on those.
Okay.
It's hard to argue with that logic, but and this is where I'm gonna go here. The higher class items are a scam. They're a trick. They're the same thing as the value menu items that have a higher price tag on them. So yeah, these companies are making a lot of money off of them, but you're not getting anything as the consumer. I think fast food restaurants should embrace the fact that they are low quality foods. They should stop trying to mess around with all this, artisanal food, and they should give you essentially what we've been asking for this whole time, which is, the bang for your buck. What Checkers is doing with that $2.99 meat on meat. That's what we want to see. The value menu items, the $5 fill-ups, the Taco Bell boxes. Like these are the things that sell. These are the things that people want from the fast food places. They want that value. So to me, you're wasting resources. You're wasting time trying to, rebrand yourself as artisanal. You're not getting anywhere.
I disagree with you calling it a scam. When you go to McDonald's, you order a McDouble or you order a double quarter pounder cheese. The patties are definitely higher quality on the premium sandwiches. That's like saying if I go to the grocery store and I buy my ground chuck for $2 a pound, that's the same as getting like ground prime rib for $12 a pound. Like, it's different meat. Like, yes, they're both burgers, but the quality of beef is higher. Which with McDonald's, they're gonna have the fresh quarter pound beef. Like, their McDoubles are still gonna be the frozen stuff they always have, but they're gonna be higher quality on the quarter pounder. And stop shaking your head.
They're grilled in the same grease. They're the same. They're essentially the same. One of them is probably thicker than the other. I would be honestly surprised if there was a tangible difference between them other than maybe their size. Honestly.
So you're saying when McDonald's, they have their new, in 2018, their new fresh quarter pound patties, which is where the artisanal premium sandwich are going towards. Like, that's not where they are, but that's where they're going towards. That's this whole debate's about. You're saying that's going to be the same as the McDouble frozen patty that they just warm up in their warmer.
No, because that one's a fresh patty. I'm saying right now, what you're getting when you get a McDouble and you get a Big Mac, or you get this, special burger that they're doing right now, you're getting the same burger. One of them's
the Big Mac, yes. The Big Mac has the same patties. That's a scam. I agree with that. Just get McDouble with Big Mac sauce. But I tasted the burger from this new sandwich, and it was juicier. It was definitely had a better texture than McDouble patties, which I think we could agree have kind of a coarse texture to them. Like, they're not really. Like, they kind of feel fake.
I think you're falling prey to the marketing. I think you're being bamboozled.
I think you're having some huge conspiracy theory that I don't agree with.
I don't think it's a big conspiracy theory. I think it's common knowledge that these places are trying to increase their profit margins, so they're going to use lower quality items.
Right, but they're increasing their profit margins, but they're still giving you a higher quality sandwich.
Yeah, the higher quality sandwich means it's got better toppings, it's got better sauce, it's got the big flashy name. It doesn't mean the burger has to be any better.
But it is.
I don't think so.
All right. Some good spirited debate on that question, and we're going to move on to our next one. So these questions. So now I have two special questions that you guys did not know were coming, and it's one question for each of you. So Tony, this question is for you first.
All right.
This podcast has been a big supporter of Taco Bell. We ranked it number one in our fast food ranks. But I'm going to ask you, what is a criticism you have of Taco Bell?
Ooh, wow.
Putting you on the spot, I know, but
going deep. All right. Well, I would say that Taco Bell, it has a lot of the same. The things that aren't their specialty items, the things that aren't their promotional items, they're essentially the same 10 ingredients in a different shape. Your tacos and your burritos and all that, the flavor variation isn't significant. It's a lot of the times there's, you're getting the same flavor that you would getting another menu item. But I think what redeems them in that sense is when they do these promotional items and they add these special sauces, or they add the naked chicken, or that kind of thing, where there's some science behind this food that they're giving us. That's where Taco Bell redeems itself, and that's where I think it gets its value in our eyes.
Okay, well said. Now, Jason, on the other side of the coin, you have been a fairly vocal detractor of Chick-fil-A. So I'm going to ask you, what is one positive thing about Chick-fil-A?
Ooh.
One positive thing about Chick-fil-A. I guess the whole thing is, it's not a bad sandwich. Like, it's just like, I'm saying it's not bad. It's just, I don't think it's as good as people say. Like, people talk about like it's some great God food that's like brought down from the heavens by those like 16-year-old girls that work there. But in reality, it's still a good sandwich. And I want to say, getting a sandwich from Chick-fil-A, like I go there like probably twice a month. Getting a sandwich Chick-fil-A, waffle fries, yeah, a Chick-fil-A sauce, which pretty good. I think we can all agree on that.
Yep.
Like, it's just
Nonpartisan issue, I agree.
it's not bad. I'm just critical because people say it's much better than it is. Like, people talk about it like it's not a fast food restaurant at this point, and I think it's still good. It's just not really great. I don't know what to say.
Okay, all right. Good job on these two surprise questions, and we have two final questions. This one is for Jason. We discussed this a little bit. This was a question we got from, I believe, one of Tony's coworkers. It was about can fast food be healthy, or some variation of that question. So, Jason, why don't you go ahead and start this one?
I think yes, fast food can be healthy, but when you get to the healthy part, you add cost. So why is fast food not healthy right now? They use frozen ingredients because they're easy to prepare. They use preservatives so things can be stored. They don't have things that like fresh vegetables because they go bad. So a restaurant theoretically could import fresh vegetables, like not use all of them, but pass the cost on the consumer. So like a salad can be made pretty quickly. Like McDonald's salads are a piece of garbage because they're just like bad lettuce together, like a lot of dressing. It's just like, I know like the salad is like more fatty than their burgers. It's ridiculous. But like if a restaurant wanted to, they could get fresh ingredients, fresh vegetables, have a good salad made pretty quickly because it's just a salad. Have that as your fast food. They could have a burger like what McDonald's is doing with them no longer frozen. They could have something like that. One big thing, McDonald's fries, I believe they currently have something like 30 ingredients in them. If you eat the fries in another country, like in the UK, their fries have 3 ingredients. It's just like potatoes, oil, salt. And it's obviously healthier than all the chemicals that are in American fries. So if you do something like that, where you sacrifice preservability and cost to make things healthier, you can have healthy fast food.
Here's the issue with what you're saying and why you're essentially wrong. And there's a couple issues. The first is, I'm gonna go in a straight up attack your salad argument. Wendy's makes amazing salads. They're renowned for their salads, the quality of their salads. Yet that's not what they're advertising anymore. They don't, they weren't making money off the salads. So they stopped. They got rid of.
I didn't hear your restaurant. What was the restaurant you said?
Wendy's.
Wendy's.
Okay.
They stopped with the pretty red head. They stopped selling their salads, and the issue is you can offer, and this is the bottom line. You can offer healthy food at a fast food restaurant, but the issue is fast food in itself, philosophically to its core, that name fast food means unhealthy quick food. It's burgers, it's fries, it's tacos, it's everything that's not healthy. Fast food to its core is not healthy. And it doesn't matter what you do to it, you're eating a burger. You're not eating a plate of zucchini. You're not, dipping your carrots in some ranch sauce. You're eating a burger, you're getting fries. That's why you go to fast food restaurants. And if they try and change that, they will fail.
But why does a fast food restaurant have to be like burgers? Like, my definition of fast food restaurant just literally takes it face value. It's fast food. So like at the University View in College Park, nearby there's Sweet Greens. Is that a fast food restaurant? You go in, you order your salad, you get your salad, leave. It's pretty quick. That's healthy. It's very expensive because you're getting fresh ingredients. but that's technically fast food. I would call that a fast food restaurant because you're getting your food fast, which is fast food. Like a burger doesn't have to be fast food. Go to your Wendy's point. Yes, Wendy's stopped promoting their burger or salad, sorry, but I think that's more if they had salads on the menu, and like I was saying, like the issue is they don't sell enough, but they could have the ingredients in stock and pass the price on the consumer. So they could have the salads on their menu. It would be healthy fast food. Some people would buy it. Like you're going to a fast food restaurant with your friends, you want to be healthy. I think some of it is the stigma that a fast food salad isn't healthy. Like people read the articles saying like, oh, a fast food salad is less healthy than their burgers, and that's a reality right now. Like I assume the Wendy's salad was the same, where it just had a bunch of dressing on it that was terrible for you, and the ingredients weren't that great. Like yes, you might have said it was good, but I don't think it was because it wasn't that expensive, which what you would need for a good salad. I think you could do it. It would be more expensive. It wouldn't be. You could do a restaurant like Sweetgreens, but I think the mainstream restaurants like McDonald's and Wendy's, it would be a supplement. It wouldn't be anything like that. And you need like a healthy initiative where you also change other ingredients, like the fries and whatnot, was what I was saying.
I think the bottom line is Sweetgreens is an outlier. Yes, it's a fast food restaurant, and yes, they serve healthy items. That's an outlier to the main topic. Fast food restaurants at their core are McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Wendy's. When you sit down at night and go, what am I going to have for dinner tonight? If you want something healthy, you're literally not going to put Taco Bell, Burger King, McDonald's in your head. It can't actually exist in your head.
There's nothing healthy there.
It doesn't. There's something healthy at Wendy's. You can get a salad at Wendy's that's healthy. Absolutely, you can.
I'm gonna look up some salad stats.
Right, do that. My point is, even they tried. They tried with the salads. You're not getting people to think about fast food. What is the core definition of fast food as healthy? It just can't be done.
Yes, I was saying it doesn't have to be. You just have to have healthy food there. Like the question isn't can fast food as an industry shift towards healthiness. It's can you have healthy fast food? And I think the answer to that is yes. You can have healthy fast food and you can have unhealthy fast food coexist.
I don't agree. I just think that the bottom line stands. It's because it's not about a shift towards healthy fast food. It's about serving healthy fast food, regardless of whether or not it's your entire menu or if it's just an item. I think having healthy fast food is an oxymoron. It's not. Fast food implies a lack of health.
Which I don't agree. Like when Cole got a sandwich, he got a grilled chicken sandwich.
There's like, still nothing healthy about that sandwich. Yes, it's a little more healthy than fried chicken and a little more healthy than a burger, but it's still a fast food sandwich.
Your definition of healthy, what is your definition of healthy? Just eating like lettuce all day?
No, vegetables. Red meats are not healthy. Yes, grilled chicken is technically the healthier option. All right. Well, I guess that's the next level of this debate is we have to really define what a healthy item is. I don't know.
Okay. We're running out of time here in this debate, so I'm just going to move us on to the final question.
All right.
Because this one we could have kept going on this loop for quite some time.
Absolutely.
So this one, I want you to keep this question short. Just you're in an elevator with someone, and they ask you, what do you do in your spare time? You say, not to brag, but I host one of the most successful, fastest growing fast food podcasts out there. And they say, wow, I've never had fast food. How do you reply to them? Tony, you're first.
I'd probably drop on the floor, have a seizure, and that's probably it. I don't understand how you can go on your entire life without having fast food. I would say go to Taco Bell and get a Chipotle chicken loaded griller.
All right, Jason.
I'd say I don't want to talk to you. You're weird. Other than that, my issue with someone like that, I assume they have the mindset like, oh, fast food, that's disgusting. Yeah, we got to talk about it. I'm gonna get sick. So honestly, I don't want to talk to that person.
Right. Yeah. They're going to be uppity about the fact that they
They're
haven't
gonna be
had
so
fast food.
pretentious.
They're proud of the fact that they've never had fast food. Get out of my
Yes.
face.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd find them and eat like a Taco Bell burrito in their face.
All right. Well, that's going to about wrap up this inaugural View from the Drive-Through debate. Thank you to both of our participants tonight. And
Absolutely.
I'm going to put up a Twitter poll, and you could vote for who you think won this debate, Jason or Tony. So go
The
check
clear
out our
winner.
Check out our
is
Twitter at Drive-Through Talk and vote on the poll. You can also check out our website, thedrivethroughreview.com, for any reviews. We have a bunch of reviews going up each week. We talk about them on the podcast, but you can see images and pictures and that stuff too. And you can download the podcast on iTunes. We're on SoundCloud. And if you have any questions, if you want to email in a question for maybe a future debate, you can do that to a vftdt@gmail.com. And any final points, boys, or that can about do it?
Support your local Arby's.
Support
Boom.
your local Arby's.
Talk to you next week.